and hand over to Sarabjit from South Asia Solidarity.
Thank you. We as South Asia Solidarity Group stand with these other groups here to celebrate the massive victory of the farmers' movement, to express our solidarity with the farmers who, in protesting against the farm laws, have organized one of the largest and longest protests we've known. The Modi BJP government passed these laws at the beginning of the pandemic. They thought no one would dare to protest under such conditions. Yet the farmers refused to give in. Women, men, children camped for over a year at Delhi's border and many other places. They faced murderous attacks from right-wing supporters of Modi's government, lost over 700 of their loved ones, family, friends and supporters to the bitter cold, to COVID, or have been murdered by the police and armed forces, or have received police charges and have been imprisoned. But despite all these efforts to crush the movement, the farmers have remained united in their demands and resistance to Modi's fascism. They've stood up to the corporates who are trying to take over Indian agriculture and plunder the land for their profits. They've stood up to Ambani and Adani and to British finance capital, which backs them. The fact that Modi's been forced to withdraw the laws shows the power of the people's movement. They've been called terrorists, they've been called Khalistanis, they've been called illiterate, simple peasants. Now that they've won their demands to get the farm laws repealed, BJP women like Kangana Ranaut and Uma Bharti have been quick to defend Modi, trying to make him look like some kind of caring reformer who apparently cares and loves the Sikhs. But we remember the Gujarat genocide and stand with Zakia Jafri, who is fighting for justice today. We remember the Citizen Amendment Act and stand with all those protesting against this Islamophobic act, stripping Muslims of their rights to citizenship. We stand with all the political prisoners criminalized for dissenting against Modi's fascism and demand the release of Quram Pervez, a human rights defender in Jammu and Kashmir, arrested under the Unlawful Activities Prevention Act. We remember the mob lynchings of Muslims and all the attacks on Dalits fighting for equal rights, and we stand with all those across India standing up against Modi's fascist government and fascist regime. We'll never forget 5th of August 2019, the day Modi revoked Kashmir's special status. We stand with all progressives demanding restoration of Article 370. We, of course, will never forget it was India's peasantry which sustained the freedom movement and eventually ended colonial rule. And after 1947, every major social movement has had India's farmers and youth at the forefront. And let's not forget that the last 3 decades of Hindutva, this is important, and this is really important, it's about fascism and Hindutva fascism and globalization and the movement against the special economic zones. This movement ended the 1894 Land Acquisition Act. It was farmers and Adivasis who stopped Modi's attempts to subvert the 2013 Land Acquisition and Compensation Act in the interest of corporates. And yes, we'll never forget those who were killed and injured at Lakhimpur Kheri, and we demand the sacking of Ajay Mishra Teni, the BJP Home Minister responsible for what happened that day. And my last sentence, we as South Asians in the diaspora stand with all those who love democracy and who love India. We stand with the farmers and workers who support them.
To speak. I'm really sorry, but
okay, we stand united against fascism in India, and fascism will be defeated.